What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Shadowrun Hong Kong. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and hopefully make it through Kowloon Walled City, although we got ourselves into some pretty good scrums on our way in. So let's have a look around. I'm pretty sure I don't see anything that looks like these guys are going to jump me. I can tell already. Sometimes it's the same way I was playing. What was I playing? Oh, yeah, The Last of Us. You could tell in The Last of Us when a fight was coming because they put you in an area that had like really obvious cover. You'd be like, oh, there's a fight that's going to happen here. Might be 10 minutes from now after a big cinematic or whatever, but there's definitely going to be a fight here. What is this? Accessing Turret System Center. Let's go ahead and take control of the turrets because we have 7 drones. The turrets are under your command. Well, that'll make my life easier. You push your way forward through the piles of filth and through the narrow gaps between buildings, ducking under exposed sewage pipes and battered ductwork. Quack, quack. Suddenly, you're through it and out the other side. A slender woman stands a few meters in front of you. An extravagant coat hangs over her delicate frame, the hood pulled low over her face. She's facing you, but you can't make out her features. Behind her, another woman approaches at a trot. She's wearing ballistic armor, and she has her weapon drawn. The insignia that's been emblazoned onto her shoulder pad is familiar to you. Sang. Hey, you there. She shouts at the hooded figure, her voice full of self-important pomp. You heard us. Clear the area. Do it now. The inner blocks are off limits to non-Sang personnel. The hooded figure turns to face the approaching guard. My apologies, I got a bit lost. I'm not really familiar with this area. Her tone is silky smooth and perfectly even, almost hypnotic. Oh, you're about to get true-blooded. That's okay, but she blinks and shakes her head to clear it. Her jaw clenches and you watch her eyes refocus. She shoulders her weapon. Don't you try that on me. You make one more sound and I'm gonna... With a motion that's too quick to follow, the hooded figure lashes out, grabbing the Sang guard around the waist. She bats the startled woman's weapon away with her hand and lunges forward, sinks her teeth into her neck. A spray of arterial blood fills the air and the guard's body goes limp. The hooded figure lets the Sang security officer's body crumple to the floor. She sweeps back her hood and dabs at her lips with a handkerchief. Feng, a pleasure. The pleasure is all mine. You're right on time, by the way. She turns the square of embroidered fabric on her hand and continues to blot the blood off of her lips. Apologies for the mess. It's like eating soup dumplings. The liquid winds up getting everywhere, no matter how careful you try to be. I did not expect to hear your voice again, Queen of Repulse Bay. Not since we concluded our lessons. What are you doing here? Well, I'm here to help you, of course, and to bask in the misery of the walled city, she shrugs, half smiling. It's quite intoxicating, you know, the poisonous energy of this place, and of the being at the center of it all. I'm surprised you can't feel it yourself. Good to see you, Feng. You seem to be doing well. She glances down at the body and gives it a nudge with the toe of her boot. I get by. In any event, let's get down to business. I have a question for you. The thing that has arrived here, the Yama King, to use the local parlance. What are your intentions for it? Well, I don't know what I should say here. Feel free to chime on in, noble viewer, but I'm going to send it back to the hell that it crawled out of. Very good. In that case, I will help you. The energies that your Yama King secretes are very delicious. I can only imagine they will become more so at the moment of her death. That's how it works with blood. Why would this be any different? Then I would be honored to have you fight by my side. Great, sure, why not? Let's bring the bipedal leech on board. What's the worst that could happen? I am a ghoul, a despised cannibal, and yet I have not attempted to eat anyone on this team in all of our time together. Feng will be much the same. If you cannot trust her, then trust me. That's true, he is the sensei here. He taught her how to be undead. So we're in pretty good shape right now. I don't have no problem running with a vampire. Let's get this party started. She claps her hands together, smiling. Very good. This is going to be fun. Hooray! We've got 5 people now. Our job just got a little easier. So what do the turrets do for me? It looks like there might be a scrap down here. This guy appears to be, I don't know, being exposed to non-stop psychic nickelback or something. Squeezing his head and hoping it'll go away. Give it now or you die. There's a red pole over here? What's a red pole doing? A lithe orc with a prominent jaw stands here growling. Her neck tattoos mark her as a red pole in the yellow lotus. The patches on her vest call her out as a resident of the Kit Lotus Den. A red pole is like a captain or like a capo. They're not like super high up the chain, but they're definitely basically... A red pole will run like an individual neighborhood with drug dealers, prostitutes, or whatever else when it comes to triads. And so I think that the straw sandals, they're the next ones up that run all the red poles, basically. Want to bet you that this is Bow's replacement? Looks like the type. A smaller, lankier man cowers before her, his hands clasped in supplication. A group of Yellow Lotus 49ers stand clustered around them, smirking, their weapons drawn. The Triad ganger leans forward, puffing out her chest and flexing, her muscles bulge. You heard me, dog. You want to live, you give me the shit. Otherwise, I'm going to rip off your fingers and shove them down your throat. His eyes dart from ganger to ganger before coming to rest on the red pole. Please, Song, I can't give you what you're looking for. There are plenty of people in the walled city who have a lot more to steal than I. She begins to stalk forward. With each step, she counts down. 5, 4, 3. He raises his hands and bows his head. Look, I don't want any trouble, and I've got no quarrel with you. I don't have any... She takes another step. 2. Let's go ahead and solve this real fast. Oh, look at that. She's got homies. That's going to be fun. Oh, yeah. She's got all kinds of friends, doesn't she? First things first, it's not that big of a deal. I can fix it, but it's going to take some effort. And she got to go. Alright, so with damage like that, it is imperative that she not stay alive. As far as on this side, usually it's like, that would be the equivalent of like an XCOM enemy unknown. If the enemy got to attack on the first turn where they spawned, it would be a nightmare. Typically all they're supposed to do is move into cover on the first turn. Wow, we are surrounded as shit, aren't we? Well, our best bet is just to get in here and start forcing. The AI tends to panic when you get to point blank with them. So, give me Joni the Droney real fast. I don't know if that was a bug or what that was, but yeah, they're not supposed to attack on the first turn. They just move into cover, and then you move into cover. It works essentially identically to XCOM. Is this guy going to help too? That looks like a pretty safe spot right there. Yeah, Joni, get him right there. That sounds good to me. And then since you got these guys flanked, might as well get on in there and cause some problems. Get hectic. I'm going to get him into cover right there, but I don't really have a whole lot of choices. Wow, there is a real lack of cover. Holy shit, we have bad cover. Like, where do you even go with this, you know? He has no line of sight to right there? How? Oh, there we go. That'll make it better. I was going to say, this seems odd that he can't fire on any of these guys. There it is. I knew something was wrong here. 12 damage out right there. I guess I'm going to do a called shot. We got to pick who's getting shot here. We got a tracer on that guy. Feng, what do I want to do with you? She's got noxious breath. I need to clear our back flank out pretty badly. Is that all that she has? She has Bite, which does 8 HP. She's got Rip, which is plus 4 damage. Additional 4 damage bleeding. Okay. She's got Punch. Do any of these have better chances? Alright. Well, let's run up here. We'll try and get him with a slash. I can't say that it's going to work, but we can try it. If we get... Wow. That vampire strength, though. I don't think he's going to bleed to death. I mean, I was kind of hoping... Oh, shit. That's troublesome. Ow. Luckily, we got really, really lucky with the damage rolls right there, so I think we should be okay. I'm getting the feeling that our distinguished amigo over here is not going to help. Hopefully, this makes it worth it to help him. This guy's flanked, so actually I should... Why? Oh, the AP. I was going to say, why does he only have 1 AP? It's because he's going to die anyways. Let's go ahead and keep this whirlwind of pain heading towards the enemy if we can. We're riding the lightning pretty well right now, so I figure if we keep it rocking, we should be able to get rid of somebody over here. Duncan, let me go ahead and have you do the surefire thing. I mean, we've missed on the 99% before, so I wouldn't rely on it too heavily to happen. It has happened previously. However, there's another kill right there. We've got our back flank cleared out, which is the big thing that I wanted to work towards. We should be all right here. Let's melt off some of the armor on Song. We missed. I was kind of expecting it to come through missing, so it's not that big of a deal for me. There you go. Flush them on out. That's what I like to see. Watch them melt. And then you, sir, your job is just to wait for them to pop on out. Nah. At least it was an AP grenade. Could be worse. The gas down there is going to be troublesome, so I'd be careful about it. The gas also sometimes bugs the game out and makes it not work right. So I'm a little bit worried about having used that spell, actually. However, from this side, I think I can get this one. Nope. Never mind. Get back out of there. It'll be okay. And unfortunately, that finalized his damage that he had already taken, which... No, never mind. That was the damage from the previous fight. He'll be okay. Her ability to spray and pray is not so good. Go ahead and give me a haste on Dunkin' Donuts, I guess. Nah. I can't run up in here, so I got a lot of melees, but I can't do anything with them right now because the gas and all that. What happens if you do that? Nothing. It's got an 11% chance of a hit, so I wasn't really relying on it too much. It's going to be the end of the turn right there. This guy's going to flush out of cover. We're going to go ahead and go semi-auto on her. Twice, and we missed 3 out of the 4 shots right there, I think. Not so good for us. Let's see if maybe... Actually, what I should do is have her go bam. And then, do I have anybody who can be healed? I mean, I guess 3 is better than nothing, so I'll take it. Go ahead and give that guy a little bit of damage. Nothing really right there, but we're fishing right now, so it doesn't surprise me. Let me get up in here and take a couple swipes at this asshole. Man, that armor rating, though. Armor's pretty deep on that girl. The shaman nods his head in gratitude. Thank you for your help. What are you doing in the walled city at a time like this? He looks you up and down, and his hand unconsciously rises to stroke his beard as his thoughts churn. Family thing. Enough about me. What's your name? I'm sorry, but now isn't the time for us to be sharing personal details. Wait, I know you. I've seen your name on bounties posted around Shadowland. You're Dimolanta, right? His back stiffens at your comment. He looks anxious, but he sweeps a hand over his short dark hair. I didn't realize word of my bounty was so easy to stumble across. Bad news for me. I'm in a pinch here. He shakes his head. No, more like a vice. I've made it my mission to bring down the corpse, but with this bounty on my head, it's getting harder and harder to dodge the people that want to cash me in. That's why I'm here in this shithole of a city. The corporations have to pay for what they've done. He searches your face, his eyes pleading. Please don't turn me in. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we never met. I don't even know you. You're not my job right now. I'm not getting paid. You can see his whale body relax. As relief floods through him, he musters a tired smile. Thanks, stranger. You seen anything strange? His brow furrows as he considers the question. Now that you mention it, I notice the locals acting sort of off. Some are wandering around in a daze, others are having tantrums, and a few of them were wailing on officers like crazed animals. I thought they might just be pissed about their homes being invaded, but there's something in their eyes. He clears his throat, breaking his statement. It's probably nothing. The city's under fire. People are probably just confused and lashing out. Still, be careful around the civvies. They're strung pretty tight right now. Know anything about what's happening here? Not much, just that things are bleak and I'm doing my best to stay out of it. There are saying officers, triads, and residents everywhere. It's like swimming through people's soup, and I don't know why. I just know something big must be going on to warrant all this madness. Got a few items there. Can I buy them? Go ahead. At this point, they're probably liabilities. You could help me out by lightening the load. So what have you got? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I think our inventory's full anyways. But I wouldn't turn down a couple of medkits just in case. Can I use these from here? Oh, look at that. Feng has an inventory. Yay, Feng. Well, guess what? You get to be my designated stuff hauler. There we go. That looks better. Now she's got equipment. Alright. Considering I just saved his life, though, I think he's being a little stingy making me pay for stuff. I mean, you know, I'm just trying to help here. What's going on over on this side? Probably nothing, but I know the second I don't check, I'll probably regret it. Let's head into the next area and hope for the best. So far, so good. So far, so good. I wonder if this is them playing around with what it would be like to have more than 4 characters, or if that's like a simple modification of the engine. Your comlink buzzes. It's Raymond, still alive. Pop-Tart, what is your status? Your mother set up a cordon around the inner walled city. We just got through. Cordon? Oh my, how did you get through? Well, we had to take him down. He lets out a sigh. Too much loss of life because of me. Well, it was unfortunate, but unavoidable. Please, Pop-Tart, try to avoid more casualties. You need to be careful. The nearer you draw to the fortune engine, the worse an astral disruption will become. And make sure that when you reach... The call cuts out. No. Wu looks around with a grimace. Does that sound important to you? Because that sounded absolutely fucking necessary to me. And that's going to be that hacker that wanted to take us out. Can we reestablish? Duncan runs a hand through his hair in frustration, but relents. At this point, all we can do is move forward, so let's get to it. The walled city's mid-ring stands tall before you. It looks even worse than what you just trekked through, a jumbled nightmare of crumbling buildings and exposed wires. A terrible sense of deja vu washes over you. You put one foot in front of the other and go further inside. One foot in front of the other. That's how we do it. People running all over the damn place. What the shit is that? A ranged servitor. I have no idea what that thing even is. Huh. I don't know if we want to put him behind cover or what we want to do here. Open fire! Ba-cha! Yay, I shot you with a tracer round. Hey, Joni the Droney, you want to be a sacrificial lamb here for a second? Can you shoot from there? Because I would strongly suggest that you shoot from there. And maybe kill that thing. There you go. That's what I like to see. Dunkin' Donuts! Give me a kill shot. We gain karma for killing those things? Well, then add this to my vested interest of murdering every single one of those things that I see from here on in, because I love karma. Any type of currency, in all honesty. I like scrap, karma, money. It doesn't matter on the video game or the currency. I just like accumulating it. The crowd is in a frenzy. They're shouting and screaming at the Sang security officers who block their progress. A dead body lies in a rapidly expanding pool of blood at their feet. Gloves are off. They've already killed a man. That's going to get ugly in a second. Feng shoots you a backwards glance. Sang security arrived here in force about an hour ago. They've been cordoning off streets and pushing people out ever since. It looks like they're trying to take control of the inner walled city, but the desperate poor of them outnumbered 1,000 to 1. The inevitable massacre should begin any second now. Crowd surges forward and a burst of gunfire pushes them backwards. Back away! Back the fuck away! The muzzle of a weapon clips and weaves as he barks out orders. Those in front of the crowd try to backpedal, only to run up against those surging forward from the back. I'm warning you, clear the area now! Please, this is our home! Our families are still inside! This is for your own good. We are here to protect you. He gesticulates wildly, spittle flying from his mouth. You can't be here. Back away. This is your last warning. Intervene? As you raise your weapon, the Sang captain empties his magazine into the crowd. Well, that didn't work out so great. Oh, shit. Wow. Those guys are pretty good with grenades. That was a long throw right there. As far as Shadowrun grenade throws are concerned, that was a good one. That was a real good one. Once again, they left me with no cover. Shit is horrifying. Oh well. Go for it. It's time for the old yellow. There we go. -1 AP will help out right there. Get him into cover so that he can start rigging real fast. I'm going to go ahead and send up the drone because he doesn't have cover. And I think flanking shots right now are going to be super important. Why am I able to fire right there? I thought that was going to be a line of sight blocker. Okay, so we got cover. Never mind. I don't even care. If we got cover, we're good. Ooh. It didn't kill him. How disappointing for me. Okay. We'll go over here then. Bucket, bucket, bucket. Ooh, you killed him with 3 damage. How you gonna kill somebody with 3 damage? How you gonna kill somebody with 3 damage? That's like nothing. I'm gonna say to move the vampire on up and see if we can't flank somebody. Being a vampire would be so gangster. And not in like a, you know, I'm a 13-year-old in my goth face thing. Like, being a vampire would be so dope. I'd just be the worst. If I was a vampire, I'd get in all kinds of trouble. They'd have dudes hunting me with those weird UV bullets that they had in Underworld. They'd be like, yeah, this guy is a danger to society. Oh, shit. Holy Jesus, that was a big hit. Yeah, he didn't do a lot to any one individual member. But damn, like, the spread out damage is something to be considered. Alright, finish this guy off right now. Get him. There you go. Get him, Dougie. Get him. We need to unscrunch here. We need to unscrunch very, very badly. So I'm going to play Fangs first. Go ahead, Feng. See if you can't get one of these idiots out of cover. Or maybe even kill him. Pretty severe infection right there. That shot is actually not terrible. There we go. He's down. Alright, so now we want to move Joni the Droney up. Maybe to there. That sounds good. That's actually a pretty good position. And then as far as heals go, my resident heals on wheels character, there's only 3 right there. Who took the biggest hit? I mean, I'm just trying to get the most for my money right now. That's all that I really can do. And let's go ahead and give Duncan a little bit of accuracy loving, just to see if we can get a couple of things to come together here. 92 on that side with the flank shot, no crit. A little bit more damage done, but I'm afraid it's not going to be enough. Which leaves us with Duncan, who, he's got a grenade launcher. 3 AP to wipe this guy out. I actually need that spot right there. Oh, you got a 99? Well, get him. There it is. Alright, a little bit of health healed back on everybody that was wounded. What's he got? A detonator? Oh, God. I hope they didn't rig the whole slum to blow up. This seems like exactly the kind of rowdy shit the corporations would try to pull, though. They're like, and why don't we just blow up the entire suburb? I bet that'd work. Like, that seems like a bit much to me. In we go, slowly but surely. We only got a couple of minutes left. Oh, man, that's a lot of bodies. I think we got casualties. Alright, let's go. Can I not go into combat right now? I was going to say I was trying to go into combat, but it does not look to like that situation. Oh, it ran away. Okay, so they disabled combat right there for storyline reasons. Well, you hear the muffled sound of shouting coming from the west, multiple voices all calling out something. You can't make out what they're saying, but they sound like they're in a panic. Great, another one of those things. Can't say I'm thrilled with the prospect of wading deeper into their territory. I have concerns, I guess is what I'm saying. Well, we gotta push forward. It's not like we have any choice. Shut that down real quick. It's part of leading is you have to make sure that you leave no shadow of a doubt. There is no turning around. We burned the boats already. This has to be done. We have no choice in the situation. And if you leave people a little bit of wiggle room, chances are a pack of wild-eyed civilians are trapped behind the makeshift barricade. You can hear them speaking, a maddening stew of slurred words and strange noises, all mixed together into an unintelligible stew. Some appear to be crying, others are clearly wounded. A group of Sang officers surround the gibbering civilians. They're clearly agitated, some as wide-eyed as the people they're accosting. Their body language takes you back to the corporate prison and the years that you spent incarcerated there. This was what it looked like when the guards were about to remove an inmate from the gene pool. Penned up as they are, the civilians will be helpless to fight back unless somebody lets them out of their cage. They're as good as dead. We can't go in, Splattercat, not unless you're actively looking to get hurt. She waves a hand in the direction of the corralled civilians. I've dealt with these people. They're not right in the head. What do you mean, not right? Their feeble minds have succumbed to the forces at play in this city. Whatever conscience used to govern their thoughts, degraded, gone, maybe even for good. They're no longer in control of their actions, and they're dangerous. So what do you suggest? We leave. These people are a threat to us, just as much as the officers are to them. She sighs. But if you're set on helping them, I suppose we could use that fuse box over there to blow the barricade, but who knows? Maybe it'll distract the officers or something. Let's go ahead. We're going to leave him. We're going to leave him. I know I like to play things... That looks like a bomb to me right there. Well, actually, what is that right there? Ooh, it's a walled city entrance. So it looks like maybe we start with a dominant position if we go in that way. See, I was thinking there wouldn't be any reward here. The reward is more than likely a better position. I don't see that fuse box she's talking about, though. Well, either way, the decision's made. I was thinking of it from the terms of a strike force. Our job is not to take secondary objectives. Our job is to get the job done and save the most people possible by not wasting time on individuals, unfortunately. I know that sounds like a harsh thing to say, but when like tens of thousands of people are running the risk of all dying, you can't really focus on the 5 or the 6 over here, especially since we're kind of like a Delta Force strike team. Our job is to be a scalpel. Our job is not to be, you know, a claymore. Anyways, that's the end of the episode. This is Shadowrun Hong Kong. If you wanted to check it out for yourself, I got a link down below. I will see you all later. Hi, do everybody.